Hello, this is a screencast to help you get acquainted with and know how to do your first assignment in EME 6426, Administrative Applications for Administrators. I am your professor, Dr. Ann Musgrove, and this is a screenshot of what it looks like inside of Blackboard in the assignment folder. Right now, the first assignment up is the folder in assignment called Assignments 1 that I got from clicking on the Assignments link here in Blackboard. And it contains a folder with resources to do the assignment. This first link contains a PDF file that we'll go over in just a second. And these are 3 web links that you'll need as well. So let's start here with the PDF. This was what it will open when you start open up the PDF. It is a document that contains several different pages that gives you some specific details on how to complete the assignment. You can see that this is relating to the first objective from the syllabus, which is to describe technology standards for administrators. The due date is on the syllabus for the class, and you need to turn this assignment in no later than the due date, and if possible, try to turn it in a little early just in case the technology gods are not being kind to you that day. Please don't send me any files by email. It's very confusing for me to keep up with them that way unless there's some unusual circumstance and I actually request you to send it to me on email. Other than that, I expect everything to be submitted in Blackboard. I have all the assignments in Blackboard set up to take multiple attempts, so if you accidentally upload the wrong file, just upload the correct file and I will always look at the most recent file if there's more than one up there. The way I figure it is, why would you have uploaded 4 files if you wanted me to look at the first one? So never be afraid to go in and upload again. It also would be helpful for me if you would name all of your assignments in a way that when I download them, they make sense to me. I know who they're from and what the assignment is. So in this case, the assignment is about the administrative standards of ISTE, the International Society for Technology and Education. So I would like you to name it EME 6426 Admin Standards and your last name. And in this case, you're going to either just upload one file. The assignment consists of a presentation. So please upload a PowerPoint, and if you do the PowerPoint in Keynote, please save it as a PowerPoint so that I can open it on a PC. I don't have easy access to Keynote, and so it would make my life easier if you save it as a PowerPoint. What this assignment is it is a scenario. The scenario is that you are in a high-level leadership position in a large K through 12 school district, and you have identified a goal to help with the district's master plan, and that administrators align all their efforts to the ISTE administrative standards. And you have a number of new administrators in the district who are not very familiar with the ISTE standards or ISTE itself or the administrative standards, and therefore you need to develop a short electronic presentation for all administrators in the district, both new and existing, to help these individuals understand the role of the ISTE standards for administrators in your district and help get them all oriented to this new initiative. So you'll need to go and look at the ISTE standards for administrators, which is linked here and is also inside of Blackboard for you. So here's those ISTE standards for you. Move that window up for you just a bit so you can see it. And of course, you're going to want to look at this a little bit more thoroughly. And you'll put together a PowerPoint presentation. Here are the questions that you need to address in your presentation. What the standards are, what the purpose of standards are, to describe what ISTE is, what the ISTE standards are, what the ISTE standards for administrators are, and how are they different from the other ISTE standards, how the ISTE standards are for administrators, how are they structured, and divided, what are they divided into, what groups are they divided into, what are the essential questions, and then you get to pick 10 specific standards from the ISTE standards that you think are the most critical for your district, and to help get your district started on its standards initiative. And finally, how would you propose that data be gathered, and whether or not the first 10 standards you have selected are actually being followed. This could be a short explanation that is only one slide long. So provide details in your presentation, but be clear and precise in your language. Avoid being overly wordy. Don't cram too much text on a single slide, so you can use some white space for clarity. Use a built-in theme in your presentation and make it attractive, but don't spend too much time on the visual design. In fact, I would like you to omit any embedded audio or multimedia content because I don't want your files to get too large and you to have problems uploading them. Make sure you include a reference page as your last slide, or a reference slide as your last slide, and use APA format. This is a link to help you with APA format. Here's the points and grading. This is worth 10 points. The whole class is worth 100, so it's 10% of your grade. And this is how that grade will be broken up. And finally, here is a checklist for you before you submit the assignment to make sure that you have everything, that your presentation is developed in PowerPoint, that there's a title slide that includes your name, the course, and the assignment name, that the file conforms to the requirements of naming it, that the presentation fully addresses each question in the assignment description and guidelines, that the presentation is clear and logical, the writing is also clear and precise, there are no grammatical, typographical, or word choice errors, and that the presentation makes use of just basic formatting and visuals to make it generally pleasant in appearance, but don't go overboard on this. It's really about the content, and I do not want the presentation to get too large. Remember to include all your sources, including the websites, the ISTE standards for administrator, the ISTE website itself, and cite those all in APA format. If you have any questions, post them to the discussion board in the general questions, comments, and concerns section. If it's something that's general about the assignment, chances are if you have a question, somebody else has that same question, and I can answer them all in one place. That doesn't mean that you can't email me directly. I welcome your email as well. Good luck. See you online.